Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Tonight with us as well, the Book of Basketball author, Bill Simmons. Bill, great to see you.
It's great to be here. Nobody is more impressed than my 11-year-old son, who can't believe that he's playing a video game and gets to hear my voice when he hears my voice just yelling at him normally. Now he gets to hear me break down basketball.
But it's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, he likes it. Yeah.
It's the Chicago Bulls facing the Indiana Pacers. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Dennis Rodman is out there with Pippen. Then there's Harper. Then it's Jordan. And it's Longley in at the 5 spot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Brogdon outside. The pass to Sabonis. Jordan against Oladipo. It's Brogdon on the wing. Passes it to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Here's Pirtle. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
Bill, do you ever think we're going to eliminate conferences in the NBA playoff seeding?
I think that they would have done a 16-seed no-conference playoff format years ago. I think they were really worried about the travel, though. And they've looked at it, and they've really studied it, and they've looked at the effects of, let's say Boston plays Portland in round 1, and you're flying 3,100 miles or 3,200 miles in 3 time zones and all that stuff, and it's a 2-2-1-1-1 series. What is the effect on the team if it goes 7? I think they're really afraid of it. I wish they did it. I don't like the conferences. I don't really understand them. And over the course of NBA history, they've been really confused by the conferences. I wrote about this in the Book of Basketball, where we had years where San Antonio was playing in the East for a while, and Baltimore was in the West, which, go look at a map. Baltimore being in the West is ridiculous. Baltimore was in the West and Philly was in the East, and they're like 50 miles away from each other.
Yeah, made no sense.
So they've never really 100% figured out the conferences, and I just think the 1 through 16 makes more sense.
It would sure be better basketball.
It would be better.
Yeah. And here's Brogdon from the arc. The Pacers keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Holiday with the 3, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Chicago trailing here. Harper the pass to Pippen. Back to Harper. Pass to Rodman. Pass to Harper. Clock at 4. Stolen by Brogdon. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. Rebound by the Bulls. Now Jordan. He dishes it to Harper. Pippen against Holiday. Pippen kicks to Harper. Just 5 on the clock. They need this one. And the shot goes in. And it's all knotted up. Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us, and now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency, and then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden it's
Summer
August.
leagues, summer leagues are
summer
coming
leagues
up.
happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Yeah, right. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes, in basketball, so much more than the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they were tape delaying the finals, and it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, it's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, when Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center in Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed.
And it was tape delayed.
My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title, and it was on tape delay in Boston, and I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game for me, and it's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Yeah, right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation or Xbox with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online. And this is what they're doing all day.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's another look, and Jordan sends it back.
Boy, much respect for the defensive Jordan. I mean, he gives his all on this end of the floor. I mean, fantastic at getting his hands up to block shots.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Holiday finds Oladipo. Back to Holiday. The tray. Indiana again missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. It's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going. Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And here is Brogdon. On its way from Oladipo for two. They get the rebound. Sabonis, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Harper the pass to Pippen. Right side, Rodman dishes it to Harper. From deep. The Pacers pull it in. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Brogdon. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Wow. Here's Harper. And he banks in the layup. And the Bulls lead by 6.
And I enjoy watching Harper as he fends off the contact. Awesome at just finding those little cracks in the defense and exploiting them.
Now, here's Oladipo. Brogdon outside. Outside Holiday. 4 on the clock. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Pippen. Here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
And Scottie Pippen so good at surveying the floor. Like seeing him find the open man with those sweet dishes.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And, Bill, we were talking about how so many NBA players are playing 2K these days and getting to play online against people you don't know.
Yeah.
Can't see.
I remember My buddy Gus, who I played a ton of video games with in the 80s, the first time we could play online against each other was like a really pivotal moment in both of our lives. Sometime in the mid-2000s. He was like, this is amazing. You're in Connecticut,
How
I'm
can
in
this
LA,
be?
and we're playing video games. This is great. We've arrived.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Leaf checked in for Sabonis. Lamb comes in for Justin Holiday. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Williams, he's checked in for Longley. Kukoc comes in for Dennis Rodman. Devin Harris is checked in for Scottie Pippen. And Kerr's subbed in for Ron Harper. Here's Chicago. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. We don't know what planet
He is
was.
otherworldly.
It wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from some satellite. Yeah, this all starts with
I love it, too. Don't you? I love the
I
fact
do.
we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over playing.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks, and one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back three that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really shooting it that way, you know? And I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the way the American style.
100% agree.
They really, guys move without the ball, it's give and go, and it's not just like clear out, I'm up.
Yeah. And it's the Pacers with the ball, trailing by 13. Now, here's McConnell, defended by Kerr. 5 to shoot. Out to Lamb. The 3.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
Yeah, you know, defense or not, good defense or not, those are shots you got to make. I mean, they're missing some easy ones.
Now, here's Kerr. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here's Harris from the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out left to the wing. Here's Leaf. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's McConnell. Outside, Lamb. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup. You know, Bill, Indiana's a huge basketball state. Lots of love for the high school game, certainly the college game, but support of the Pacers has been a little inconsistent at times.
Yeah, I blame the Pacers because they should never have less than 3 players from Indiana University on the team at all times. Indiana people really love people who went to high school or college in Indiana, and I think that's one of the reasons they've responded to Oladipo like they have. Not only is he great, but he's actually an IU guy. I would always have at least 4. They should have all the Zellers. Anybody who's played
All
in
3
Indiana.
of those Zellers, then maybe the dad can come back and play
Yeah,
too.
Yogi Ferrell, all
Yes.
those dudes. They should all be on the Pacers.
And you look at Kerr, just a sharp shooting role player. His game really about guts and intelligence.
And the first one drops. And Kerr drops both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Holiday looking over the floor. .107 left in the first quarter of the game. And he overshot that one, missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Harris. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Here's Leaf, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Harris finds Williams. And here is Jordan. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Count it.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Lamb after Devin Harris's score to the left wing. McConnell with it. No points in the game yet for him. And that one, good.
Lamb is a capable spot-up shooter. He's comfortable shooting off the catch.
On the wing, Harris. Outside Jordan. Here's Williams. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Bulls lead by 15. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. 15-point game. Bill, you host your own podcast. I've listened to it, and I subscribe to it.
Thank you.
I love it. What do you make of so many NBA players now doing the same thing?
Hey, we have a couple of them. At the Ringer, we have J.J. Redick, and we have Vince Carter and Kent Bazemore. The ones that are good at it take it seriously. It can't be one of those things where, a player says, you know what, I want a podcast, and then it just magically happens. And you got to work on it. You have to use your connections and book your guests, and you have to be candid on the podcast. You can't just show up and just babble. And the guys that have been successful at it are people that could probably have a media career for a living. Like JJ is clearly going to go into media after he retires. Richard Jefferson had a great podcast. He's gone into media. He's really good.
Yes.
So I think you need a little more talent at it than people realize. And you need the consistency of it. You can't say, I'm starting a podcast and then not do it for 2 months. Like, you have to really stick to it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Bulls 5 right now. Devin Harris is out there with Kerr. Then it's Williams. Then it's Kukoc. And it's Jordan in at the 3, the small forward. And the second free throw, good. Pacers trail by 16. Now McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the inside, Pirtle. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Hey, when Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Here's Kukoc. The Pacers pull it in.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Leaf. And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end. Like it?
For me, the G League is the key to all of this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the real team.
And the G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services, and just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing. So if they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Pirtle.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
Pippen, the pass to Kerr. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shoots from 14, and he comes up with the deuce. And the Bulls lead by 11.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Bulls on D. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pirtle kicks to Brogdon. 4 on the shot clock. The pass to Holiday.
Pippen known as a lockdown defender, and with good reason. He has great length and quickness and outstanding defensive instincts, which annoy shooters.
18 feet out. Pacers with the rebound. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's Oladipo on the wing. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a play you try to channel or emulate, you try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well, now, at this point in my life, it's Davis Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah. Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yes. What a great stroke.
I emulate all stretch fours who don't guard anybody.
Yeah.
That's who I am at this point in my life. I run from three-point line to three-point line.
You stay in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempts are 0 because I don't go to the line.
Just fire away.
And I want you to know I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
Yeah. You are. You're a great screen
Set some picks.
You're a great pick and roll. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Free throw good, Longley. Both free throws good from Longley.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now here is Holiday. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Sabonis. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Chicago leading by 11. Passes it to Pippen. Puts up a three. Doesn't go that time. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Oladipo, the pass to Brogdon. Outside Holiday. Pass to Purtle. Now Brogdon. Shoots over Harper. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Kerr, the pass to Rodman. And Purtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation that time from Purtle, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
Rodman dishes to Pippen. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Off target from three-point range. And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, that with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And
there's nothing anonymous about. I mean,
no.
Yeah.
And we have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. And
I really care
Our
about
name is
it.
attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. They're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Harper against Brogdon. Pass to Sabonis. 6 on the shot clock. Oladipo against Kerr. And a miss there on the triple. The Bulls leading by 13. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. On defense, Indiana puts it up off the inbound.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Purtle finds Brogdon. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now the pass to Sabonis. Pirtle with the ball. Clock at 6. Brogdon the pass to Holiday. From deep three-point range, but they'll get another chance. Oladipo outside. Here's Pirtle, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, I like the way Pirtle uses his 7-foot frame. So skilled in how he earns calls, draws fouls on his way up with the shot.
The Pacers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to San Antonio. Oladipo against Kerr. Passes to Longley. Outside Pippen. Shoots. Sabonis grabs the board.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pirtle's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 14. Outside Harper. Pass to Longley. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. T.J. Leaves checked in for Indiana. And a change for the Bulls. Harris is checked in. Here's Harris. He's got 9. Inside, knocks it loose. It's stolen by Oladipo. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, it's hard to overstate the strength of Oladipo. Sometimes you just can't shake this guy off his shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Indiana. T.J. McConnell comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And a change for the Bulls. Kukoc, he's checked in for Ron Harper. That free throw good from Oladipo.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now here is Harris. 6 to shoot. Pass to Longley. Oladipo with the block.
You know, when Oladipo is throwing shots away, it gets everybody going, and his coaches and teammates alike love it.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
The first one falls.
Hey, from role player to bona fide star, the jump Oladipo has taken has been outstanding. And he's not done yet, folks. He's continuing to grow.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Williams comes in for Luke Longley. And Michael Jordan subbed in for Rodman. Oladipo hits them both.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Jordan. Here's Williams. Nice D from Sabonis.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's McConnell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Sabonis kicks to Oladipo. And the lead is down inside single digits.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
The Bulls leading by 8. Outside Jordan. .158 left to play here in the half. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up the foul call.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
First one falls for him.
Well, when you watch MJ, Michael Jordan, the championship mentality is obvious. He gives his team everything he has to win games, and then some.
And Indiana making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And so Jordan nails both of them. We've got 1:55 left here in the second. And here's McConnell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Holiday against Jordan. Holiday, the pass to McConnell. Banked in off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And a special thanks to our guest, Bill Simmons. Always a compelling discussion, and I hope we can continue.
Please, I'm available. Just call me. I'm ready.
I will.
All right, I'm
There's
ready.
your number right here on my speed
you
dial.
have my number. Call me.
And Clark, you know what? Bill will always give you a great point of view.
And you know what? I think he needs his own barbershop talk show, Kevin. I mean, he's done everything else in media. Go barbershop on him, Bill.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Saturday, they'll host the New York Knicks. Then on Monday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming into town.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Bulls. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
Now here's Lamb. Stolen by Pippen. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Second chance shot. Kukoc can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 10. To the middle. Indiana moving it around. Lamb against Kukoc. Shot clock at 6. McConnell with it. Harris is there. Here's Lamb. Cranes the three-pointer. Lamb's got his third bucket of the night.
You know, wanting to get better at shooting the three-ball, Lamb, the key to improving is the confidence you gain from putting in the work to get better.
And so it's Chicago, headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a nice 7-point lead. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition. They're catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You're not going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Pacers trail by 7. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Jakob Poeltl out there with Domantas Sabonis, and it's Holiday in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now here is Holiday. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Chicago leading by 4. Outside Jordan. He kicks it to Pippen. Down low. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist from Rodman. 16 points for Michael Jordan.
And Jordan is simply amazing at finishing through contact. Doesn't matter what you throw at him or who, he finds a way to score.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. No good on the 3. The pass to Pippen. It's rebounded by Indiana. Poeltl's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And Holiday kicks to Brogdon. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Bulls.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
The Bulls have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
One shot.
And Harper, very versatile, athletic, plays with some physicality too. He brings a little bit of grit and hustle along with some flair and skill.
Sabonis with the bucket.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Bulls leading by 7. Jordan the pass to Harper. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. With the floater, and the layup is up and in. Harper's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 12. Holiday against Pippen. Longley. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 4 assists in the game.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots. That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Chicago leading. Passes it to Longley. To the paint. It's deflected.
Outstanding defensive instincts by Sabonis. Really good timing when to rise up to reject shots.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Harper.
Putting that 6'10" wingspan to great use. Brogdon proving how effective he is on defense.
Pass to Sabonis. Launches a 3. Here's Pirtle. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Pirtle's got 10 points in the game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Harper. 13 points in the game. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 9 points. Pirtle kicks to Oladipo. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
So good seeing Pirtle attack the glass, especially when he goes for the putback jam.
It's Jordan on the wing. Over Oladipo. No good from Jordan. Oladipo against Jordan. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover.
Boy, Pirtle is polished in the post. Call him 3P man. Polished, post, Pirtle.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Chicago making a switch here. Kerr's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Chicago leading by 6. Here's Harper. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Got to stay in front of Ron Harper. I mean, when you give him room to dunk it, he's not hesitating.
Up top, Brogdon. He's guarded by Harper. Oladipo against Kerr. Clock at 6. Oladipo misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Brogdon after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Fires for 3. The shot will not fall. And it's Chicago the other way. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Kerr can't hit.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And he's able to get it back. Chicago leading by 8. Here's Jordan. 16 points for him. Outside Harper. Pass to Longley. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Holiday goes in. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Holiday's got 7 points for the quarter.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
Stolen by Brogdon. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. Oladipo for 3. Traps in the tray. Now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
Kerr, the pass to Jordan. It's stolen by Oladipo. To the inside. Here's Holiday. The rebound by Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Chicago called for the foul.
Brogdon's so good at drawing contact. He can't afford to get overly physical with it.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And that one misses.
And, you know, the 2016-17 Rookie of the Year continues to impress. Brogdon is a valuable role player who does a lot of things well.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. TJ Leafs checked in for Pirtle. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Justin Holiday. And it's TJ McConnell in for Victor Oladipo. Then for the Bulls, Williams, he's checked in for Longley. Kukoc comes in for Rodman. And Devin Harris subbed in for Ron Harper. And he's good on the second. Chicago leading. Down low. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
McConnell passes to Sabonis. Harris against Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Chicago also making a switch. Wennington, he's checked in for Williams. Chicago leading by 4. And there's the pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Out to the wing. Wennington passes to Kukoc. Here's Jordan. He's covered by McConnell. Outside, Kukoc. And he hits the jump shot. And the Bulls lead by 6. And so it's Indiana with it. Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Sabonis. Pass to Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. From past the arc. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pacers trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Leaf, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for Chicago. 17 points was their biggest margin. Misses from close range. Here's Indiana. Over in the corner, Lamb. Holiday with it. No points in the game yet for him. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Longley's checked in for the Bulls. Outside, Lamb. Shot clock at 5. Trying to end the drought. Kukoc with the defensive effort. The Bulls leading by 8. Here's Harris. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Lamb against Jordan. At the top of the key, Sabonis. Pass to McConnell. Over Kerr. Indiana again missing. McConnell's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Outstanding finishing there by Jordan. Terrific at getting inside and powering the flush down.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Now McConnell. And the pass to Sabonis. Shot clock at 3. Offensive rebound. Leaf, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
The Pacers have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Steve Kerr. Outside, Lamb. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Passes it to Bitadze. Shot clock at 6. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And Pippen slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now, here's McConnell. Outside, Lamb. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Holiday. Pass to McConnell from deep three-point range. Rebound by the Bulls. Longley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And a wide open look for Jordan from outside off the mark. And so it's Chicago. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. We've got Longley. Kukoc is out there with Pippen. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 2. Now here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Pippen with the steal. And it's Pippen with the jam.
And Pippen there driving hard inside, has the height and athleticism to consistently get it done in the paint.
Here's Holiday. There's the pass to Sabonis. Back to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Over Kukoc. Connects. The jumper drops. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Chicago. Passes it to Jordan. And it falls over the rim and in. Jordan's got 10 points in just the second half.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Now here's Sabonis. 5 on the clock. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
The hard way there, guys. Sabonis, a tough player, does not shy away from contact.
Harris looking it over. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Up and in on the layup. Jordan's got 26 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Lamb. And here's McConnell. Pass to Sabonis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Devin Harris.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
Indiana, Domantas Sabonis at the line for 2.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
I look at Sabonis as a terrific stretch 4. He's a guy who can play either power forward or center, and he has excellent length and a nice touch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Justin Holiday's checked in for Lamb. Victor Oladipo comes in for Aaron Holiday. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And Sabonis drops them both. The Bulls leading by 17. Pass to Jordan. With the teardrop. And Pirtle pulls it down. Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Good work defensively by Rodman.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
A second chance effort. Can't hit that one. Good D by Holiday. Rodman's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Oladipo. Jordan with some nice D. Inside. Longley with the bucket.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Pacers trail by 19. Brogdon the pass to Pirtle. Oladipo outside. And once again off the mark by Indiana. To the inside. Rodman. And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
So it's the Pacers now. The Bulls getting the bucket. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Brogdon. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
It's good. Pippen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard him down low.
Oladipo finds Pirtle. Indiana moving the ball around. They grab their own miss. Sabonis, and it's blocked. Pirtle, the pass to Sabonis. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
The pass to Jordan. Pacers with the rebound. Pirtle's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Holiday dishes to Oladipo. For a couple years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that.
Here's Oladipo after the made shot from Scottie Pippen. And here's Brogdon from the arc. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
The Bulls leading by 20. Outside Pippen. Passes to Longley. Tries again. He lays it in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Holiday after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Kicks to Pirtle. It's Brogdon on the wing. Longley grabs the miss. Longley's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pippen with the bucket.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Now, here's Brogdon. Here's Pirtle. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Clark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
That wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep 3 at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter 3 if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that 3 more in line or symmetrical with the deep 3 at the top. I kind of like having a short corner 3.
I agree with you.
And Harper brings a lot of physicality to the table. Also solid at cutting the D apart with his passing.
Sabonis inside. Rodman on him. The kick out to Oladipo. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Pippen. Outside, Rodman. Pass to Jordan. And Pirtle sends it back. Pulls up, high post. That one a little long. And Chicago has possession. Pippen, the pass to Rodman. And then Rodman with the dunk.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
So Oladipo will bring it up for Indiana. The pass to Brogdon. Pippen against Holiday. Oladipo outside. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Well, Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
Here's Longley. That one's not going to go. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Brogdon outside. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Medu. Up top, Brogdon. Oladipo for 3. Again, Oladipo missing.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Passes it to Longley. Here's Simpkins. Smith outside. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Medu.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And finished off by Oladipo.
Can't afford to give Oladipo any lanes to the rim. Once he has one, might as well clear out the way.
Smith the pass to Longley. Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
Here's Longley. The dish to Kerr. Pass to Bushler. Longley up top. 2 points. That one goes.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Now, here's Brogdon. Now, here's Oladipo. And he makes good on the layup.
Oladipo has really embraced the go-to role. This guy can heat it up in a hurry.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Longley with it. Goes up the baseline. It doesn't go for him.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Pass to Medu. Beyond the arc. The shot that time, not on target. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.